Hello everyone, my name is Vickynicolee and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing this Deadpool look. I hope you guys enjoy and I cannot wait for more Halloween tutorials. I am so excited to start off all my Halloween tutorials. I want to do the 31 days of Halloween, so I'm so incredibly excited. And by the way, this is in collaboration with Jennifer from All Hallows Eve, so I will list all her stuff down below so you can check it out, and I will see you in the video. Hello my beautiful babes. Today we will be doing Deadpool, of course. Right now I am taking this Anastasia eyebrow pencil, I think. I'll leave it in the description. I am currently outlining. I was originally going to outline with my Milk pencil by NYX, but that one, the tip, when I went to go film, the tip wasn't really as outlined, and I tried to use the pencil sharpener, did not work, so we are going in with this, which is just as good. Honestly, it's just like a rough draft outline that I'm doing to make sure that I understand what lines are going where. Oh my god, I'm so pleased to announce I got the Mehron AQ palette, I believe. I will list it all down below. I am so excited. This is water based opposed to my cream based that I would use, and this comes out so much better. It dries way faster, and I'm just so overall happy with how everything is coming out. Right now I am going over each and every line kind of on the inside to show me where I have to paint inside, what colors. Right now I'm going in with the red, so every part where I'm putting red, I am outlining the inside. Later on I end up just coloring everything in. I was trying to see how much water to paint that I should use. At first it does come out a lot more drippy, but I started getting the hang of it and understanding the water to paint ratio. If you guys want me to do a separate video just on teaching you how to use the Mehron palette, explaining to you the benefits of the Mehron palette, if you guys should buy it, which if you are getting serious on body painting, I completely recommend it. It is the best thing, a lot better than cream paints. But if you want me to do a separate video on everything about the Mehron palette, please let me know down below. I would love to do that for you. Now I am doing the neck. What I wish I would have done is the white, where you see the skin, I am going to put black. I wish I would have brought that a little bit lower, to be honest, because it does transfer a little bit. So I would have put the collar a little bit down lower just to be safe, because no matter what, even when you set it, for some reason it kept on transferring. It's still a lot better than my creams. My creams used to transfer a lot worse. Now I'm outlining what would be the backpack. At first it just looks like a whole set of black just across my chest and arms, but at the end we will detail it a little bit more. I did kind of see where I outlined even after I applied the black, so I do kind of like just put a faint layer. It looks very dark in person, I mean on camera, but in person it does, you can see a little bit through it. Another tip I wish I would have done is to paint the opposite arm first. You have no idea how annoying it was to try not to get it to transfer. It transferred a little bit, don't get me wrong, but I still would have liked to do the opposite arm first. So you know. Setting is also very important. I do set the entire thing. I set it mainly with the same color shadow, but I think I should have set at least the first round completely with a translucent powder or a white setting powder, and then go in with the color, then to shade it and do all that stuff. Now going in with a black shadow and a very small brush. I will do an entire video on what brushes I use, what brushes I recommend, how I feel is best to shade in these types of situations and all that. At first, I was very annoyed with how the lines were looking, but later on I was like, I'm just gonna shade it in anyway. Midway, I had to do a little stretch there, you know, shake the body and get back to it, of course. So again, I'm just outlining the lines, making sure they're at least a little dark so I can see them, and then later on go in and start that blending process. So this is kind of like what I assumed his lines would kind of look like. I did try to go in and shade, and sometimes things don't come out perfect at first, but later on you shade them in a little bit and it looks a lot better than how you anticipated. So that is where I'm at. Again, I am setting all over. Again, don't stress out if your lines are not coming out as perfect, because you will later on blend it through and it comes out a lot better, I promise. So I do start in the shading. I do have to let you know ahead of time, the shading took a lot longer, so I did not put in the actual shading into the video. I will do a separate video on how I shade, what colors I use to shade, and all that stuff. But for now, you will see I shaded it all in. Now I'm going in with a silver. This is also in the Mehron palette. Every single color that is the paint I use is from the Mehron palette, along with, you know, the proper shape brushes. So don't mind, my face is dirty. I did not notice, I was not paying attention, and I did get my face dirty. But later on I do wipe it off. Now, one of the most important things is when you're doing face paint or paint on your face, you need to like hold down your brows. I use Elmer's glue, stick glue. First I brush them up, and then I put on the stick glue, and then I brush them, and I just continue to do that. Another very important tip is always set your brows beforehand after the Elmer's glue. Now we are going back in with that little stencil pencil thing that I'm using to create the eyes, and going in with the red paint. Now, because I kind of got the coloring, the water to paint ratio down packed, so now the color's coming off a little bit stronger. It's something that's like you have to try and test it out and see what works, what doesn't work. I also pull it a little bit into my hair just because I wanted it to look like my face was a part of my hair, like the mask. So instead of having like a harsh line, I did blend it in. Now, I prefer to do the eye first just because it was white. I started off with like that little black paint you see there, but starting off with the white is probably the best thing. So I'm going back and forth with putting white paint on my eye in circular shape, because it's supposed to look like an eye, as well as setting it. So I go back and forth with white paint and then white shadow to kind of set that. And now I'm going in with the black. I like to try to be very careful around the eye to make sure that I don't mess up that white, and also as well as going very careful around the outline to keep that Deadpool eye shape look, mask look, something like that. I do go back and forth between the mask in black and then the eye to keep that round shape. And I ended up doing the other eye off camera just because my camera was dying. And so now I am kind of adding in a little bit of shading because I thought it was too much of a harsh line, and I wanted it to look like it kind of popped out, that the black was popping outside of the red. So I'm going back in, making sure I set everything. And now I am creating this illusion that it's popping out more, because there is a kind of elevation that Deadpool has on his eyes. So I did the top fairly well. There might have been a little bit that I could have blended it a little bit better. Now going in with the lines, making sure that they show up as black as possible, and there you have it. I'm so excited for how it came out. It came out so beautiful, and even though there's some parts that do look a little bit wet on my face, it actually isn't wet, which I'm so happy. It does not transfer in any way. I am so glad, and one of these days I want to do an entire body of body paint. So let's see how I incorporate it or what character I would like to do. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to continue my Halloween series. Let me know what characters you guys want to see next. This is in collaboration with All Hallows Eve. Don't forget to check out her stuff. I'll leave it down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and comment. Love you guys. Bye.